Now take a look at what some former Biden and Obama officials told Axios about Trump's dealings in the Mideast. Quoting now, "Gosh, I wish I could work for an administration that could move that quickly," end quote. And this about lifting sanctions on Syria. "It's so clearly the right decision. I don't know why Joe Biden didn't do this." Former Speaker Newt Gingrich joins me now. Newt, this has to be Trump's best week in office so far. Even the Democrats are saying he's doing okay.
Well, look, this is one of the most consequential presidents in American history. I mean, he's in the same league as Jefferson or Jackson or Lincoln or FDR. And he moves with amazing speed and very decisively. But at the same time, while you're watching him with today's specific tactic, in the back of his mind, he's got 5 or 6 strategies underway, all of them occurring in parallel. So you have people back home writing the great big beautiful bill, which I think ought to be considered the Make America Affordable Again Act. You have people who walk up to him and say, Turkey and Saudi Arabia would love for you to meet with the Syrian president. And boom, he turns in the corner and says, why not? Most presidents would have staffed that for 6 weeks, had 30 different professionals engaged. I'm sure Trump did it almost on the spur of the moment. The numbers you just put up add up to over $1 trillion in investments and sales. In fact, I'm doing a piece for Gingrich 360 on President Trump's jobs tour, because we've never seen an American president who went out around the world not to give away American money, but to gain investments in America. This is a dramatically different approach than we've seen in our lifetime.
I want to get back to the big, beautiful bill. It looks like it's going to be delayed at this point. If Republicans can't get it done and soon, how big a problem is that for the GOP?
Well, it's a huge problem both for the American people, who deserve to have steps taken to make their lives more affordable, and it's a big problem for the Republican Party, which will lose the 2026 election if they can't get this bill through, I think, by July 4th. You have to get this bill passed for lower taxes, for less regulation, for more investment, for bigger take-home pay, for a better child tax credit. There are a ton of good things in this bill. I have faith that Speaker Johnson, working with President Trump. Remember, Trump has been focused entirely on the Middle East for a week. I suspect after a good night's sleep that sometime tomorrow he'll start to focus on this bill, and I think things will get solved pretty rapidly. One example, they currently don't start workfare to require people who are able-bodied to work for 4 years. When we passed it in '96, it went in effect immediately. That one change will save hundreds of billions of dollars.
Yep, I'm sure it should be done. Last one, Newt. Listen to what Trump had to say about the cover-up of Biden's mental decline. Roll that tape, please.
I know people that are 89, 90, 92, 93 years old that are literally perfect, but Joe was not one of them, and they did a lot of hiding. They were really playing games, and you can't do that. Our country's at stake. You see, even a thing like this, there's so many decisions for billions and billions, but then you have even more important decisions. You have decisions for life, and you can't have a man in that condition. And everybody was holding back, including the press, including the media.
Well, Newt, how long will this hang over the Democrats?
Oh, I think through 28 and maybe through 32. Look, nobody's even gotten around to questions like who actually approved all of the pardons that were released at the very end of his term. Clearly, he did not. So who was doing it? Who was running the country? Who was making decisions? And, of course, then the disgraceful failure of the elite media, who were totally part of the cover-up.
Yeah, I would like to know who was the real president for the last 6 months of his presidency.
That's
Newt Gingrich,
right.
always a pleasure to have you on the show. Come again soon, please, Newt. See you later.
Thank you.